Form two lines on the double.
Front right! Fire! Rear right! Fire! Reload! Rear right! Fire! Reload! Rear right! Fire! Reload! Rear right! Fire! Reload! Rear right! Fire!
Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the little Zulu reference intro. But today, we're looking at the fully masteried Imperial Arquebusiers. Or the Imperial Bang Bangs. Just lovely, lovely volley fire muskets. That's having a lot of fun with them. But we're here to look if the mastery is worth it. Is it worth it? Or would you rather save it for something else? So let's take a look at mine and see what I've done with the Doctrines and Vet Line and then the Mastery. Okay, here are mine. Doctrine-wise, we'll start with those. Nothing special, really, with these. I'm running a bit low on musket doctrines or gun doctrines. So we've just got a piercing damage. We've got an extra health. 20% accuracy, 20% rate of fire with extra cavalry damage. That's quite nice considering these guys annihilate cavalry. And then just a defensive, just a bit of health and some defense. That these could be, you could do a lot more with these. You could have obviously breakthrough, assassination, stuff like that. And I'd probably advise it, but at this point in time, these are just what we were using. We were actually using this for a bit of it that increases the damage to shield units and stuff like that, but a lot of the time I didn't actually penetrate through the shield, so it's kind of hit or miss, so I thought I'd just have a bit of extra health, but yeah. So they're the doctrines. Next up, the mastery. Mastery-wise, start off, get an extra 840 health. That's, yeah, not bad. Rate of fire increased by 8. It's great, another bit of rate of fire. And then unit type effects increases damage versus cavalry by 500 points. That's incredibly good considering these guys wipe cavalry very quickly. And then increased damage to polearm units by 300. The first one is tactical secrets. Each time a target is defeated, volley's cooldown is reduced by 1 second. Now this is incredibly good. This is really, really good. This is sort of, if you were just going to do one thing, like, you actually don't need this second one. You could just go up to tactical secrets or to sort of here and then save yourself 20 blue of these scrolls of mastery. You could save those and not bother with this one here, just to get this cooldown reduction and maybe these damaging ones. The last one, gunsmith secrets. Deal bleed damage worth 35% of the target's current health each time volleys fires stops a charging cavalry unit. This I don't notice that much. Every now and then it's pretty good, but if you were light on the Scrolls of Mastery, then I would say Tactical Secrets is about as far as you need to go, purely for how you set out the vet line. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so with the vet line, what you could have done before you had that mastery is come down here and got a reduced cooldown on your volley. That would basically mean that you had it a lot more often and you could use it and whatever. But you miss out on the fact that you have 10% damage volley here and a 10% damage volley here. And then you also nowadays can get the 8% here. That means they can really knock out some damage. And we've got an extra bonus that helps to kill Cav here. But because you've now got that you're reducing your cooldown on your volley every time you kill something, you don't really need the cooldown reduction anymore. You don't need that because you're getting that from killing stuff. So you can take the extra volley damage. That's quite nice. And then health-wise, we got 5,200 health. That's because we got the Doctrine the Doctrine with extra health, so they ordinarily wouldn't probably have that much health. 3,400 piercing damage, 3,000 piercing pen, kind of mess stats. I mean, they're guns, so yeah, but their output is very high. One last thing to keep note of before we get into the clips and have a look of how they're getting on and have a little discussion about it. I do have increased the volley rate of fire by 3%, but 5 times there. I do have accuracy increased 3% 5 times, and then I got 2 in the piercing. So we have got quite a lot of these already ticked off. So let's go have a look at the clips. Okay, so here we go into the first game with them. I mean, this isn't my first game with them, but this is just the first clip I'm putting in. And we got a few peasants coming in that have climbed the ladders. We're not going to bother using a volley for those. We're just going to attack them, just cull the herd so they don't come and poke me from behind. But here we're going to line up. We're going to start the volley. And what you'll find with the Imperial Arquebusiers is that they are basically a ranged pike. They are so incredibly good at taking out cavalry. That is really nice considering how much cavalry is around at the moment. And then with that mastery, when they stop a charge, they get that bonus that they make everybody bleed. You'll pick up so many random hero kills. There are obviously some units that they are a bit harder to take down, like these Iron Reapers, but we got 2 stacks of Imperial Arquebusiers right here, so it's not actually bad at all. So we're just going to send these back, speed through this, and we're going to go for a little different angle now, just test out the range. And their range, spoiler alert, is actually really good, like surprisingly good. So we're going to go straight for just a normal shot, no volley yet, and now we'll go for the volley now. They're going to set up, and yeah, I mean, we're not getting a huge amount of kills. We're just tagging people, but it's not bad for that. That's like literally max range, so was actually quite impressed with that. Was quite impressed, and it's just slowly ticking up kills one at a time. But the damage output of these guys, I think, must be one of the highest in the games. When they do get rolling, when they're in the right position and set up properly with maybe something guarding them, with the right units to shoot at, their damage is incredible. Here they're doing a little push. I'm going to brave the Treb, just stand my ground and let them fire into this pack here. We got some YOLO Cav coming in that we will instantly wipe. And then we've got some Orochi coming up. We're going to slow those down. Keep firing. There's 2 stacks of Imperials here. So, yeah, it's pretty brutal for anyone coming at it. I don't know why they haven't Trebbed it yet. Just going to get that guy out with a little aim shot on him. And I think I brave it for slightly too long here. I really should have started pulling back when these shields... The Imperial Spear Guard are probably the only thing you've got to worry about in terms of that will rush you, as well as Mauls. Mauls love to rush you with these, like this. Speak of the devil and he may appear. But, you know, that sort of spells the end for my stack here. But I think, actually, pretty good. Pretty good opening there. So moving on. We are going to be defending C here. Kind of this map, I've noticed this position right here is actually, if your team actually want to defend C, it's a super good place to use these. The only thing I'd say is you'll do so much better if you're in like Discord with a team that will actually know that you're using them and defend them. Because you've got to treat these things almost like ranged pikes or flamethrowers or something, because you let these start rolling, they will change the tide of a battle very quickly. But it's also hard in a kind of random game when you're not playing with anyone to, you know, that things can go wrong. And that's why coming up after this clip, we get kind of a lot of clips rolling in quick succession, just because we got some good moments, but yeah, it just takes one person to dive on them, and then it's over. If they get to them, a lot of the time they will get killed by them before they get to them. But you know, was going to send them back here, but decided, you know what, we've only got a few of them left, so might as well angle them here and just try and pick up as many as possible. That we do actually get to do, and when it starts, as I said, when it starts rolling, when you start getting this, the volley going, hits a few cav every now and then, and you're resetting your volley cooldown for everyone you kill, pretty much a second for every target you kill. And we run out of ammo here, so we're going to send those back. And then moving on, round the corner here, we see a good old push coming for the back supply. Decide, you know what, let's push them out. I kind of wish I had waited longer because I did not manage to get them all out. I should have pushed further. But we instantly pick up a hero, start laying on that damage into another hero. Just a random hero kills here. Amazing. Obviously, Cav tries to get to us. Not going to get to us. And now we've got the advantage of bleeding everything up at the same time. There's a longsword over there that I think is about to get clapped by them. There he is. So that's 3 kills in very short succession. So really, really nice. Really good at picking up heroes. And now we're going to bring them over here, and they're going to make a front push now. So it's just trying to find the angles, and the volley can be a bit scuffed sometimes. Sometimes just doesn't always they kind of stand there, do nothing, or they shoot at walls, or there's nothing. They'll just continuously waste their ammo. So yeah, it's just be mindful on where you set these guys up. But they're pushing through here, set them up, and you'll notice some is hitting, some's not. But also, you've got to be wary of what they have on the other side of those shields. Here comes the Shenjis, and good night. Good night, Imperials. Yeah, so, bit unlucky, but not a bad little section there. And then, again, this is going to be, we just snipe that guy without using volley. Your aim shot can be really, really good at just getting heroes if they're trying to charge them or whatever. But here, they're starting to put the cav, try and rush us with cav, so we're going to volley and just start wiping that out pretty nicely. Again, the shields are there, the Imperial spears, but we got some Zweihanders up there doing the job and just slowly ticking away. But again, they will block a lot of your shots, so you kind of got to be wary of where you use them. Gonna lob a little grenade in there. It was just testing out the Great Thunderbolt. Moving on, going up to the final point. We're just pushing, obviously, home point here, and I thought, you know what, we'll just shove them up on the top here and see if we can just hit some things. Very dangerous because you never know if they've got long bows hidden up top or any sort of archer. But you know, you kind of have to take a bit of risks with these guys, even though they have low health and they're glass cannons. You kind of have to still take risks to make it work. Otherwise, you'll just find yourself storing them too long at the back. We've got some Zweihanders coming in here. We've got the volley coming off cooldown, and we're going to hit them with the volley now. And hopefully we pick up a good amount of kills. Actually, the Zweihander's gone. We've wiped those out with our team, of course. Now for the Iron Reapers coming in, and unfortunately, someone on the other team has got himself a crow, so that spells the end for them. We're going for a back shoot, not a back charge, a little back shoot here. I see them all building up, and so we just go around the back, line up a volley, and aim at those. And I think those are Kriegsrats over there. They're the other, obviously, other guns. Little ult on this guy. Should have seen that coming. You should have stayed with your pack. If you are going to charge the Imperials, what you want to do is stay with your unit, bring your unit in front of you, let the unit take the hit, and then use it to, especially that's the longsword, use it to get closer, and then go from there. So here I noticed just at the back some guy's trying to back charge us with his cav, so I turn my volley around, and this is why these guys are the ranged pikes of CB at the moment. Just so good at annihilating cav. I mean, it's still coming towards us, but by the time it gets anywhere near us, it is over and done with. So that's some Dagger-Axe Lancers gone. Here, we've just pushed A, and now we're pushing along the wall, and they've got quite a lot of shields here, quite a lot of things that probably I shouldn't be shooting at. But we're going to set them up. We're going to have a little volley on top of these guys and just try and nail as much damage down as possible. You're going to see a lot of blocks. You'll see a few numbers popping up on screen, and they'll tag the occasional assist. But it is a little bit, there's a bit too many shields there. I was thinking of aiming at the supply, but actually I probably should have aimed at the supply, to be honest. But yeah, we're just going to continue going there. With our Imperials are being archered as well. So we're sort of, yeah, it's a bit lackluster. Decide to, probably should make an escape and end up losing quite a few of them. What do we end up with, like 5 left? So we're going to take them back. And I thought, you know what, we might as well get the max value out of these guys. We pull them back, go in for a volley, and just see what we can do with the last amount. So, and we've got an archer, we've got a longbow, who's having a go at them at the moment. But you know, the damage is really high. It's really quite good. So it was quite good to see the individual damage of them. Yeah, but that's it for them. Moving on, of course, we've all defended this point right here. And granted, I don't normally like using range. I think range can be disastrous for the field, but these guys do seem to have an impact. But you don't need a million people with them because they are easy to run cav over them if you can just sneak around the back of them. But here, just setting up through the door, trying to make sure that the roof of this tunnel is at the right level with the guns. That means if I get trebbed, most of the treb will hit that roof. It's kind of a hard one to gauge, but you know, we're sending in some nice damage. We got the volleys coming in. I probably could be a little bit closer, but the main thing we're trying to wipe out is this cav right here, and obviously it can't get past our hail of bullet pikes. So yeah, it's basically what you want to use these guys for. It's just range anti-cav. It's kind of the best thing for these. And we take a half treb to the face, but luckily we're in the right spot, just about. It's just knocking the roof, picking up a few more kills, and that'll spell the end for that one. Again, with more anti-cav right here, getting into the quicker clips now because I wasn't playing with anyone, and obviously they can get wiped. Like, there is moments where it just takes one hero, because you've got like no defense, very little health. One hero jumps you and half your stack's gone, and that's a lot of power. Like, it's good to keep these guys as a full stack. It really does make a difference to have a 28 than having, you know, the 15. The power difference is huge. Little hero kill there with the aim shot, and then go into a volley fire into the back here just to wipe out whatever they've got left. Probably going to pick up another hero there. And this is the issue you'll find, is you've got to watch yourself from every angle, because like this maul here, he dives behind the back, and obviously you can't stun mauls when they're doing their spin to win. I had no ult on me, so I'm like, oh, got to move these out the way, try and get these back here, and then get a volley into them there. And again, another maul diving for them again. It's like I've got flamethrowers out. And spin to win again, but he knocks out my ult there, so he's doing a great job. And we're basically, we've got 2 left, 3 left. Just gonna try and attempt to kill this guy. Goes in with the spin again, into a kick, kill that guy off. But that is the end of our Imperials. They get dived too much. And to finish off, a nice little snipe there. We're waiting for them to kill the gate, and I'm gonna volley as soon as that gate opens, and just get ourselves some damage in. That's always a fun one on this map. Line up, gate's gonna go. Come on, gate. They do the gate. We go straight in for a volley, and we start. And someone's obviously got in for a Shenji throw as well. So we're gonna start landing a few kills on these men at arms and a few peasants that are out there. Marts are out there as well. So yeah, just an easy pickup. But I forgot that you could get trebbed right here. That yeah, I mean, I lose a quarter of the stack, so it's not the end of the world, but yeah. So that's it. That is it. I'm really enjoying them. I think they're really, really nice. Although they're not a huge amount different to what they were before. They still have a good rate of fire, and you know, but it's the damage to the cav and getting your volley back off cooldown very quickly is noticeable. We've still got to try the fully mastery Kriegsrats. That is probably going to be one of the next things we try. But yeah, I can't complain with these. I think they're a good addition. The only thing I would say is you just kind of have to be slightly careful on which situation you use them, and just watch out for people diving them. But apart from that, they add a lot of pressure and a lot of random hero kills if you have them like set up near a point and you're like on a you know, if they're trying to take the point and they're diving heroes on. They're really good for just sniping heroes. But on that note, time to end. If you like this sort of content, I'd really appreciate the sub. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.